I had a lot of cars over the years. I mean, I couldn't even try to imagine and remember all of them or even name them all. But the highlights, it's cars you don't forget. I told y'all all about the 59 F100 I had. Didn't tell y'all that thing. It was so easy to work on that it broke down on us on number one North, like going up to Oxford, North Carolina. It broke down and it was a junkyard right there. It was so easy to work on that the transmission had went out. Bought a transmission right there from the junkyard. And within an hour, we had dropped that transmission, put that one in, 3-speed on the column. Kept right on moving. That was a beauty, boy. It was easy, man. I had a 1970 Plymouth. Was it Plymouth? What was a Maverick? Ford Maverick. That's what I had. Green and white checkerboard top. We named it the Bucket. The Bucket. The Bucket. Kick the Bucket. We literally went to the auto parts and got letters. And we put on the side, both sides of the car, the Bucket. And that's what it was like. Yo, what you driving? I'm going to get the Mercury. Well, I'm going to get the Bucket. Somebody else getting the pickup truck. Because that was the car. It was the Bucket. And I had a system in it. Had a system in everything I drove, y'all. Literally. Everything I drove had a system. Theo used to put all my systems in. Yep. Everything, man. The Bucket, that was another classic. If you from Raleigh and you was back in them days, you remember the Bucket. You remember the pickup. What about this one? Cutlass Sierra. Now, I know all y'all thinking like, Gil, Cutlass Sierra. Big Mike, what are you talking about? Cutlass Sierra. My taxi cab. Cutlass Sierra. Y'all remember now. Because what did I have in my taxi cab? That's right. The system. I'm sorry for all y'all people that went through that phase with all the African drivers, with all that noise and all them booming systems in their cabs. I started it. I'm sorry. Everything I had a system. So when I got my license suspended for being young and dumb, speeding, driving, I caught so many cabs. I had so many cars, I turned one into a cab. And when I did, went to Theo, put a system up in this piece, B. Had a booming system in that cab. I think I had two 15s in the back with amps. I mean, literally, I used to drive people around and they would ask me to go around the block just so they can hear that bass some more. That's when all the Florida boys, Magic Mike and all them was coming out with all that boom, 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 all that bass music. All used to sound so good in my cab, man, right? I remember some kid got killed and we were going to the funeral and I put on that Master P song for my homies or something. That one when he first came out. Oh man, them people was in my cab crying, boy. Cause we were going taking them to Lee Funeral Home, man. Another car, boy, yeah. Had a system in the cab. I'm sorry, y'all, but yeah, I started that. Sorry. But my baby, the one now, a lot of y'all remember this car. It was a Mercury. Looked like an Escort, but it wasn't. They only made it 2 years, 86 and 87. I had an 86 Mercury. They call it was an XR4TI. And a lot of people call it the Roddy. Boy, that was a classic, man. That Joker had turbo in. This how it would sound. 5-speed turbo. I'd be driving, hitting gears, then I'd be like, then you just hear, that's all you hear. When that turbo kicked in, it was like, gone. I got pulled one time. You know anything about 40? highway patrolman told me he clocked me at Lake Willer. But when he caught me, I was in Cary going to South Hills Mall back then. That's how far I got. That's how fast it was, man. That's right. Mercury, man. Had the hammers on it. Had the system. Yes, sir. I had my cousin in it. And we was at Lane Street Park. And with cell phones was new back then. So I had him drive. And I told him I would call him when I start hearing it. And when I called him, now I'm at Lane Street Park. He said he was at the governor's mansion. That's how loud that joker was. That's why I can't hear today, y'all. But that joker was nice, right? Then you know Gil had to put his flavor on it. I went and got that joker painted lavender. But when I got there, I told the man, put a little more white in it. He just kept stirring it. And I said, that's it. Painted it, came out pink, y'all. Yeah, big 6'4", 350-pound hustler, big joker, didn't play in a pink car. Banging. Everybody's like, yo, you seriously want this? When it dried and it had the metal flakes and shining? I said, of course. Who gonna say something?